Go on the record in the matters 25 TR 979 980 981 26 CM 04, State of Wisconsin versus Gabrielle Daly. The state appears through District Attorney Kevin Schmidt in person. We have Ms. Daly appearing in person with counsel Bruce Anderson. We're set today in these matters for status conferences. Mr. Anderson, please update the court.
Your Honor, I received an email from Mr. Schmidt yesterday that there are some additional things going on. I don't want to be too specific, but he indicates there might be other charges of some sort coming on.
From this incident?
Well,
I
don't know.
It's the RCS OWI that was like in the warrant for this. We can't charge that till the blood comes back, and it's so connected to this. I'd like to get that back because my offer that I planned from the offset would involve that. And if it comes back without the THC in the blood, then it kind of changes this case a lot too. Because it also involves the children too, so the nexus is just so in the middle of it.
So what are you saying? You'd like to dismiss it and have the ability to refile?
No, we're asking for another status to be set out. I think the blood's going to come back on that pretty soon.
Okay.
Just from the incident date.
I guess I had you coming in on April 20th in the morning too, so now you're going to be in the morning and the afternoon. Why don't we do April 20th, and then we'll just do it at 3:15 right before your prelim.
Excellent.
All right, you can come get your notice and you're free to leave. Thank you. Mr. Lane.
Okay. Wait for me outside. Okay.
We will go on the record in the matter 25 CF 118, State of Wisconsin versus Donald Lane. The state appears through District Attorney Kevin Schmidt in person. Mr. Lane appears in person with counsel Bruce Anderson. We're set today in this matter for a status conference. Mr. Anderson, please update the court.
Your Honor, at this point, I believe this case is on a trial track. I'm not sure what Mr. Schmidt's thoughts are, but my client.
Well, you were waiting for a new offer, but I haven't, because there was an offer and then you got on the case and then you were waiting for a new offer, but that I don't know what that offer was or is.
My notes indicated he was hiring an investigator to speak to somebody.
Sir?
You were hiring an investigator?
Right. I need to have my investigator, number one, find and then interview the injured party. I have contacted people I know who knew the injured party's father, but I don't have anything as far as telephone number or address at this time. So I think we just need to get it moved on the trial track.
His mailing address. He worked at Tavern on the Main, last I was aware. I don't know what it's called now. Tavern on the Main.
So, I got information he was working at Pheasant Inn.
Oh, he could, I don't know. People job hop all the time. He was working there. He was working at the Circle K, which used to be Holiday.
Oh. We
but
will-
I mean, I have no idea. So you just need to be able to locate the victim or have your investigator locate the victim.
Well, if I can locate him, I can have the investigator arrange to meet with them because I don't want to be in the position of talking to somebody, making me a witness.
Right. Yeah, really, the court has nothing else. He stays out of trouble, which is a good thing. Okay, so you need a little bit of time to do that. I can give one more status before we
All right.
do a trial, set it for trial. Do we have blood back?
Yes.
Let's do your April 20th, and you have your choice. You're gonna be here at 10:30, I think, and at 3:15. So
You'd given me permission to appear by Zoom on,
10:30.
pardon?
Or the 10:30?
Yes.
Yes, you can appear, this can be by Zoom too, I don't care.
Okay.
Whatever you, it doesn't matter to me, it's just gonna be an update and maybe scheduling a trial at that time. So do you wanna do your 10:30?
Yes.
April 20th at 10:30. All right, you can come get your notice and you're free to leave. Miss Ritter?
Yeah, but if you go out and update it with the clerks out there, they can change it for you.
We will go on the record in the matters 25 TR 1011, 1013, and 26 TR 81, State of Wisconsin versus Jill Ritter. The state appears through District Attorney Kevin Schmidt in person. Ms. Ritter appears in person with counsel Bruce Anderson. We're set here today in this matter for status conferences. Mr. Anderson, please update the court.
From the beginning, my client have discussed this case with the view of taking it to trial. It's a unique case, no observed driving, numerous things that are make it pretty unique. I may be filing some motions also. I did receive with a FOIA request from the sheriff's office early on copies of documents. So unless you want to do another status.
Well, do we have blood?
Yes.
You got the results back?
We do. If we want to set the refusal hearing, since that'll have worse consequences for her than the OWI,
All right, let's
they'll
set
revoke her license for, I think, 2 years.
let's set the refusal hearing. I think we'll need, how long do you think we'll need?
Not long.
Hmm.
30 to 60 minutes.
What?
30 to 60 minutes.
Do it tomorrow. Unless, what do I have? That is not coming off. Not coming off. I can do 3:30 on March 23rd.
I'm before Commissioner Krupa in Polk County that afternoon on a couple of prelims.
Gonna have to be in an ADA week. I can do March 31st, anytime in the morning.
If it could be after 10, I have a matter in Washburn County at 8:30 that's going to be live. Shouldn't take too long, but after
10:30?
10:30 would be fine.
10:30, March 31st. And I believe we have a final pretrial for your Ashley Funk case, that other OWI, tomorrow,
Yes.
but have there been negotiations any further? I don't know if it's resolved. You can tell me if it's not. We are here, going to be here tomorrow, but if it's not resolved, are you going to plan on having any further discussions with the DA today?
I'm always willing to discuss, but I don't think it's one that Mr. Schmidt can do much with, and my client has little to lose. Is that a fair analysis?
I don't know. It's
Oh,
Jose's case.
Oh, is it Jose's case? Oh, it's Mr. Vila's case. Okay, so I guess we will wait until tomorrow to, is it on tomorrow to get an update? I think it is, if I'm recalling correctly.
Yeah, Funk is on at 10:15, I believe.
Yep, tomorrow. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I was intending to appear by Zoom. You gave my permission for a Zoom on the 10 o'clock.
I'm fine with that, but I'd like to see if there can be any further negotiations with the state,
Okay.
with Mr. Vila, not with Mr. Schmidt.
Is he in this week?
He's in his office now.
Okay.
Okay,
I'll-
sounds good.
I'll call him as soon as I get a chance.
All right,
Okay.
sounds good. Then we'll see you for your hearing. You can come get your notice and you're free to leave. Thank you.
When does your court officer start?
We will go on the record in the matter 25 CF 175, State of Wisconsin versus Jared Kokesh. The state appears through District Attorney Kevin Schmidt in person. Mr. Kokesh appears in person with his counsel, Emma Hanu. We're set for a status conference. Ms. Hanu, please update the court.
Thank you, Your Honor. There have been some recent negotiations. I have just a wee bit of investigation to finish up. So we'd be asking for a status in fairly short order. I will note I am out all next week, but if the court had time Wednesday, the 25th, I think we could come back at that time.
Well, I could do 2:30 on the 25th. That's it. That's all.
That works for us.
Okay, because otherwise it's booked.
Booked and busy.
All right, March 25th at 2:30. We'll see you then. We're adjourned.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Anderson, I don't have any of your clients right now, but we are early, so I'm going to put the court into the waiting room and then we'll go from there. What? Oh, is that Mr. Lane? Okay. No, we'll still wait for his other people to come.
Oh, Commissioner Krupp is.
Sure have. Are we ready?
Yep.
Fingers warm. 25 CM 100, 25 CM 134, 25 TR 478, 479, 521, 522, 523, 524, 525, 526, 527, 25 TR 678, and 679. State of Wisconsin, County of Burnett versus Ronald Ritchie. The state appears through District Attorney Kevin Schmidt in person. We have Ms. Amber Sherwood, who is appearing in person. We do not have Mr. Ritchie. There are no weather conditions that would cause him to not be able to be in court here today. This is not the first time that he's failed to appear in this case and in other matters. In this case, this is not the first time he failed to appear. The court did find him in default for all of the ticket matters. However, based upon his cry for leniency at the next hearing where he was in front of the court did vacate its order finding him default on those ticket matters. This was scheduled for 10 o'clock. It is now 10:13. There is no cite by Mr. Ritchie. The court is viewing all of the courthouse security cameras throughout the government center. And the court has Zoom up, and he is not appearing by Zoom, nor did he request to do so. Mr. Schmidt, what is the state requesting?
I'd also note there appear to be new TRs, notably 26 TR 184, which lists an incident date of March 1st for driving without a license. So I'd ask for a warrant and default on whatever tickets were noticed for today.
Any argument, Ms. Sherwood, or do you wish to stand mute?
Stand mute at this time.
Just give me a second. Pulling up this many tickets is not easy to do. All right.
And please go slow.
Gonna go super duper slow. I need to find out how much. We have 250 cash, so that's not going to help anybody. As to 25 TR 478, the court finds him in default. I'm assessing $200.50. 0 points. In 25 TR 521, the court is finding him in default. I'm assessing $200.50, 3 points off of his license. In 25 TR 523, finding him in default. I'm assessing $162.70, 3 points off of his license. In 25 TR 524, I'm finding him in default. I'm assessing $200.50, 3 points off of his license. In 25 TR 526, I'm finding him in default. I'm assessing $175.30. Oh, sorry, I need to go slower. I'm sorry.
What was that last case?
I closed it out.
520.
It was 526, $175.30.
No points.
No point. In 25 TR 525, finding him in default, I'm assessing $200.50. In 25 TR 522, I'm finding him in default. I'm assessing $200.50. In 25 TR 527, I'm finding him in default. I'm assessing $175.30. In 25 TR 479, I'm assessing $200.50 and 3 points off of his license. In 25 TR 678, finding him in default, I'm assessing $200.50, 3 points off of his license. In 25 TR 679, wowza, I'm finding him in default. I'm assessing $515.50, 6 points off of his license. Ooh, you better not speed on a rustic road. That's what I'm telling you right now.
Apparently 6 points.
Do not speed on a rustic road, otherwise it's 45. That's it. All right, then that's a whole heck of a lot. And I'm stating on the record right now, and you can inform him, unless he is dead, unless he's in the office or in the hospital, almost dead, or a family member is any of those. Well, not dead. I won't take a family member dead, but I'll take a family member almost dead in a hospital that he must visit. I am not going to reopen these tickets. The court has $250 cash that he's posted for bail. The court is going to order that that cash be applied to this enormous, significant, substantial amount that I've just assessed here today in all of these tickets. That is for his benefit. The court is going to issue a warrant, $1,000 cash, only judge may quash or posting of the cash. He will be provided a new date and time upon posting. Public service announcement again, do not speed on a rustic road.
And to be fair, I think the warning should be don't go 45 over on a rustic road.
Right, because if it's not posted, it is 45 here. So just don't go over 45 on a rustic road.
No, he went 45 miles per hour over what the speed limit was.
Over what the speed limit was.
That's why it's so much.
Oh, just that speed, just travel at a reasonable pace on a rustic road.
Yeah. You know, we don't need to be, we're not drag racing on rustic roads is what I've learned from Mr. Ritchie is we don't play NASCAR on rustic roads.
Go 90 and a 45.
All right, Ms. Richardson, we can go to your case now.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Now, does your case involve any kind of speeding on a rustic road?
No.
Okay. Good. Well, I knew that. I just thought that it would be funny and ask you. We will go on the record in the matters 25 CM 181, 25 CM 239, State of Wisconsin versus Heather Richardson. The state appears through District Attorney Kevin Schmidt in person. Ms. Richardson appears in person without counsel. We're in victims' rights compliance. We had to wait until 10:15. I believe there was an offer to an AODA assessment. And did you do that?
I did do that.
And did you provide proof to the district attorney?
I did not.
Will you accept? Do you have it on your phone?
I have all my appointments that I went. I can look up here.
If you just go to your assessor and say, can I get a release of information to the DA's office, you can fill that out and send it in. And
Okay. Okay.
So
I do have a piece of paper in here with my appointments on there, if that helps at all. Okay.
So with that, are you asking the court to put it to another date, Mr. Schmidt?
I would.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. You don't have to come back at the next time.
Okay.
But what you need to do is just fill out that form.
Okay.
And you have to make sure that that gets to Mr. Schmidt.
Okay.
Because if it gets to Mr. Schmidt, it's going to be, wait, is it plea to the actual disorderly conduct? So you do have to come back. I thought it was an ordinance.
Okay.
But you do have to come back. I can get this done sooner rather than later, but I can do it tomorrow if you're able to go get that stuff.
I could probably go right after I leave here and talk to Sue, and I could probably just get paper copies from her too.
If you think they'll do that quickly, that would work for me.
I could try.
I'm hoping you can sit there
can
and you
try.
can just camp out and say, whenever you have a
Yep.
quick minute, let's
Yep.
just get this done, because then we can get you done with your
Okay.
case. But I could do it at 9:30 tomorrow.
Okay.
If you're unable to get it today, all you have to do is just call the clerk's office or call my assistant and just say, I just couldn't get it by this time, and they'll give you a new date and time.
Okay.
Okay?
Perfect. Yep.
All right. All right, then we are adjourned. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Don't speed on a rustic road. We will go on the record in the matters 25 CM 181, 25 CM 239, State of Wisconsin versus Heather Richardson. The state appears through District Attorney Kevin Schmidt in person. Ms. Richardson appears in person. We were here earlier at 10:15. Ms. Richardson didn't have a copy of her completed AODA assessment and follow through. She ran to the facility and she received all of those documents. And so we are good to go, and they satisfy you, correct, Mr. Schmidt?
They show she got an AOD assessment in Aurora.
Okay, so Ms. Richardson, you're pleading guilty to a disorderly conduct for costs only, and that's your belief, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And that's what it is, Mr. Schmidt, and DRI the other?
Yep.
How old are you?
30 or 47. Wish
I'd
it
like
was
to go back 10
37
years.
again.
And you can read, write, you understand the English language?
Yes.
No drugs, alcohol, or medications?
No.
Do you understand that you would have the right to a trial? You would have the right to have an attorney or yourself cross-examine the state's witnesses or call witnesses to testify for you. You'd be able to testify on your
This is where a routine traffic docket suddenly turns into a cautionary tale. Missing a court date isn't just a scheduling mistake. It can trigger default judgments, higher fines, and even an arrest warrant. Watch closely as the judge walks through the consequences one case at a time, proving that ignoring the courtroom almost always makes the situation much worse. What do you think? Should courts be this strict with repeat no-shows, or should defendants get another chance? Let me know in the comments.
On behalf, remain silent and not have your silence used against you. You'd be able to have that jury trial in which 12 of your peers would need to reach a unanimous decision as to a guilty verdict or find you not guilty. And you would also have the right to have the state prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand all of those rights you're giving up?
I do.
Do you understand that if you're not a citizen of the United States, your plea could result in your deportation?
Yes.
Do you understand the state would have to prove on or around September 2nd, 2025 in Burnett County, Wisconsin, while in a public place you engaged in either abusive, violent, unreasonably loud, or otherwise disorderly conduct that tended to provoke a disturbance? So you understand
Yes,
that
ma'am.
the state would have to prove?
Yes.
Do you understand the maximum possible penalty could be a fine of up to $1,000 or up to 90 days of incarceration or both?
Yes.
Do you also understand that there is an agreement that you've reached with the state for costs only, but I'm not bound to follow that?
Yes.
I could sentence you to that maximum possible penalty. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Are you admitting here today that you in fact did engage in what would be legally defined as disorderly conduct in Wisconsin?
Yes, ma'am.
Has anyone made any threats or any promises to you for you to plead guilty to the charge?
No.
You're doing so freely and intelligently, telling the court you fully understand what you're doing
Yes.
and voluntarily?
Yes.
Do you have any questions for the court or for Mr. Schmidt before I proceed?
No.
As to count 1 in 25 CM 181 disorderly conduct, how do you wish to plead?
No contest, Your Honor.
The court will allow you to have a no contest plea. That's a finding of guilt. I will find that you understand your constitutional rights, what it means to waive and give up those rights. I'll find a factual basis to accept your plea. Based on that, I will find you guilty of the disorderly conduct. A judgment of conviction will be entered today. Argument, Mr. Schmidt.
The state wanted AODA in this because the circumstances of the offense make it obvious that was necessary. It happened in a bar with a bartender. We think this is an appropriate resolution. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Richardson, anything you want to add or say?
No, Your Honor.
You did what you needed to do.
Yes, ma'am.
You went and got an assessment. Now, hopefully you've learned a few things. So what I'm going to do is I'm only going to do the DNA surcharge of $200. So I'm going to waive the rest of the court costs and fees. I'm not sure if you owe anything to the county for anything.
I don't believe so.
Okay. Do you have the ability to pay that off within 30 days?
I can pay it tomorrow.
Excellent. All right. Even better. So $200 to be paid by the end of business tomorrow. You have 20 days to appeal. Should you fail to appeal within 20 days, you do lose that right. It says I need your fingerprints. I also have to order your DNA.
Okay.
So you're going to come up here and get forms, then go to the jail and provide your fingerprints and the DNA. In a case like this, you can have that DNA expunged through a written letter to the Department of Justice. It's easy to do. Just Google Wisconsin Department of Justice expunging DNA,
Okay.
and it'll show you how to do that.
Okay.
If you fail to pay your fines and fees, not only will a civil judgment be entered against you, but the court will issue a warrant. You could sit up to 6 months in jail.
Okay.
All right. We are good to go. Come get your forms, go do your things, and then make sure you have the $200 paid by tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. We are adjourned. Okay. Ms. Maloney, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I sure can. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Just wait one
Okay.
second.
Okay.
All right, we will go on the record in the matter 25 CT 22, State of Wisconsin versus Melissa Maloney. The state appears through District Attorney Kevin Schmidt in person. Ms. Maloney appears by telephone. We're set today in this matter for a status conference. Ms. Maloney, have you received your driver's license?
No, ma'am, I have not yet. I had some financial issues with my bank account being